Starboard bow. Let's review this. User's manual, portable power station. Fossibot. 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 Check this out. Storage box, charging cable. All right, don't have the charger, wireless charging on top, but this is pretty cool. Oh, look at that. That's what's in the box, guys. Solar, AC charge, 12 volt Anderson. User's manual. There we go. Getting easier and easier every time I do it. Probably weighs about 30-something pounds. Let's put this baby up here. Be a nice, good look at it. Fossibot, 2400 watt portable power station. I'm charging it up right now before I go over everything, just FYI. But right now it's charging at 1100 supercharged. It's a 2048 watt hour capacity, 2400 watt high portable power station. It's got a 2-hour high-speed charging. It's a lithium iron phosphate battery, and it's got real high safety performance on here. So it's important that you read the instructions. And remember, guys, Starboard Bow is not a technical expert on these products. I am an expert at telling you I'm not an expert. So make sure you take the time to read the user's manual, check everything out. Like I said, it's got a 2400 watt high power sine wave AC output. It can be used for high power appliances at home, such as your dryers, microwaves, refrigerators, induction cookers, all these real high power type appliances. That's what's cool about them. That's why I think just having one of them around, whether you're camping in the RV, portable, you're an overlander, your portable tents, cars, anywhere, that you should have one of these batteries on board, if not one or two of them. It makes it so much easier to boondock. It's got a 0 to 100% charging, and it can complete a full 100% charge within 2 hours through an 1100 ultra fast charging, and that's through the household AC. I think your input voltage on this thing, you could be switched from 50 hertz to 60 hertz, 500 watt solar charging allowance, and it allows you to charge up to probably at 400 watts. I think it charges up to like 4, 5, 6 hours to run it. This is the input charger, so you can adjust the turn. I've never seen this on any other capacity on this. Very different than anything that we've ever seen on any of these portable power stations. You notice here it's got 300 watts, 500 watts, 700 watts, 900 watts, and 1100 watts. And basically you're switching them. You'll notice on the input when you switch it there, 700, 900, 1100, and when you add 1100, it's to your supercharging power when you can have it connected to the AC button. So it's kind of leaving it in there. Then you got your power button right here. It's 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000. Okay, 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000. She comes on, and then you have your USB on and off. You see that comes on there. Then you have your DC button, short press. That comes on there. You see a little right there's your DC, and then there's your USB. And then to turn them off, you just short button there, and then short button there. And then you have your light. We'll go over that real quick. One for regular light, one for the SOS light, and one for your emergency light. That's what I call it, the emergency light. But you know what? These are really cool for when you break down on the side of the road and you need to put this out in the back of your RV or back of your unit, wherever you're at. It's good to have this on there. You got regular USB, 2 QC USBs. Then you've got 1, 2, 3. And these buttons, I'm not too. 3 20-watt USB Type C's and 100-watt Type C. That'll help with the Type-C units. We got, your laptops, they use Type-C now. A lot of your phones use Type-C. So, and then your USB is right there. Then you got your 12-volt connector right here. This is your DC output for your lights or CPAP machine, anything you need 12 volts on. This is comes in handy to have two of those. Then you have your 12-volt XT60 connector and your cigarette lighter. Your 12. About these flaps here, these covers, they're probably the nicest ones that I've seen on any unit. Not, when I say nice, I'm talking about not flimsy. See that right there? Excuse the outside noise there. See, they're not flimsy. You don't have to worry about these breaking off on here. So there's the front of the Fossibot. Let's go over the LCD. I already talked about the LCD. There's a lot of error code things when you have your USB button on, you have your DC button on, you have your light on. When the fan, you'll see that on the little buttons right here. When these things start flashing, is when you have error codes. You can check out the manual when you want to see what those error codes are. I've got mine at 60 hertz. I got the light on. We can turn the light off, and we'll see that. Oops, sorry. See that light switch? That light comes off. Oop. Got to press that to pass that. Lights off. Then we got the cigarette lighter DC. That's off. Notice that when you put the DC on, DC button's on, but also it shows a cigarette lighter and your XT60 symbol. So those are cool. Turn those off, and then you have your USB. Short press turns that off. Cool. You got your basic input, your basic output. Notice on the 60 hertz over here, a lot of the other countries might use 50. What you do is on the side here, I'll show you since I'm here, has these fan flaps. Also on the side you'll see this, this is the AC button, so you can press this and you'll see that the AC button came on. But if you hold this down for 1, 2, 3, you'll see that the 50 and the 60 hertz button starts flashing and it stays. So you hold it down 1, 2, 3, and then you can hit just press the button one time and it changes to 50 hertz and 60 hertz. So I'm sorry about that, but yeah, that's where you change the hertz button. And then on the other panel you got 6 AC adapters or 6 AC plugs, your fan. Make sure you understand that when you're turning on these AC switch, the voltage on this, remember the minimum you can have connected on these plugs is 2400 watts. So make sure everything that you're putting in there is less than 2400 watts. 6 AC. You got your fan on this side. You have your fan on this side. You got to have these fans up when the fans start coming on. You got to have these fan flaps up. I don't know about them, but what can you do? So, and you just a little difficult, but got to make sure they're up when the fan comes on. Boom. Same thing with this flap here. One thing good about it is that it does stay up when you're using it. So that's what. And you go. See, AC output 100 volts, 50 to 60 hertz, rated at 2400 watts total. Remember that, guys. Right fan, left fan. You have your inputs here. You have an AC input, 1100 watts max, 100 volts. And then you have your DC MPPT input, 500 watt max. Remember, guys, on these solar panels, 500 watt max. And then there's your little Anderson connector and your AC output. Everybody knows how to plug those in. I don't need to show you there, but boom, there you go. There you go, guys. That's the AC out. That's the Fossibot 2400 watt portable power station. Let's start plugging stuff in. One more thing. This is your overload protection button. This is important to note here. Everybody's wondered, there's no cover on this thing or anything. That's what's kind of confusing, but it's your overload. Say you have like lightning strike or you have some kind of large voltage input, and in order to protect the product here, the battery, this overload protect safety circuit breaker will break. And basically what you do is you turn off the power, you unplug all the ports that are on here, and then after confirming that there's no any other problem within the unit itself, turn the power on and press the overload protection button, connect right here, and just press it one time, and then you connect the AC and to restore the AC input. So that's what it is. That's your overload protection on that. Charge one of these 36 volt batteries here. Plug that baby in there. Output's 547. My e-bike. Little power supply right there. Let's plug this baby in over here. Charger. And we got 2 units plugged in. Sorry about that with the sun there. Both these units are taking up about 670 watts. Plug this blender in here. That's number 3 AC. Not bad. Blender going. Charger going. Got the e-bike going. Okay, number 3. What else we got? Okay, I got a little fan here. And we got to plug this into the USB, so we got to turn the USB on. USB's on, AC's on. USB's plugged in. It's going up a little bit there. Let's check it out, make sure it's charging. Barely hitting anything on the output on that one. A little speaker. Notice I have a 1 watt on this thing. I usually label all my equipment, how many wattages it uses, just so that I know what's going on. So okay, she's charging. We're up to 428 watts, team. You got the 34 volt going. Still needs another bar there. You can see I got the e-bike charging right there, still red, and it's only taking about 420 watts. I am moving right along. As a matter of fact, let's charge this phone that I'm using right now. Plug that baby right into there. Into the phone. Oh, it went up a little bit. 405 to almost 10 watts. It is a 100 watt port, guys. Remember, we got 3 20 watt type C's and a 100 watt type C. Try this 20 watt type C here. And this laptop. Okay, she's charging. E-bike charging. 3 ACs, 2 Type Cs, 2 USBs. All running on the Fossibot 2400 watt portable power station. Here you go, guys. I got a 100 watt solar panel hooked up to this unit. This could take up to 500 watt solar, but I pulled out a 100 watt just to kind of show you the hookup situation. You got the Fossibot 2400 watt portable power station, and then you have if you go to here to look, you see the Anderson connector right there. Now